I have 21-year-old me would be looking at me now like, what happened? Like, where did we go wrong? Hey y'all, welcome to a new vlog. Not the hair flip, my dad just did the hair flip. The curls are curling. Welcome to a new vlog. If you are new, my name is Shyrayel. Hello, how you doing? I hope everybody is having a wonderful week. What did I do? Let me sit down. So I didn't post a vlog last week because I was so bored watching my own content. Like, I think that's the first, no, it's not the first time, but it's the first time in a minute that I was literally like, yo, this is boring. I only recorded like bits and pieces of every day, but I didn't do much last week. So I was just like, I can't even save this. I can't even save this. So I just made a self-care video because that was very necessary. And I put that up and you know, it came out decent. I definitely need to do more with it. Like my next one, I for sure need to make it a little more aesthetically pleasing, like more, I don't know, like put a little bit more pizzazz to it. I don't know the word, like I gotta put a little bit more to it. But you know, that happens. That's how you learn. That's how you grow as a creator. You just, you know, you post things, you see what works, see what doesn't, you see what people like, you see what people don't like, you see what you like, you see what you don't like, you know, stuff like that. Creating is very fulfilling for me. First of all, I have very glossy eyelids because for some reason I started breaking out on my eyes. So I've been putting aquifer on my eyelids, but I don't know why I've been breaking out. I don't know. I must have put something on my eyelid that I wasn't supposed to put on, or that I was allergic to. I don't know. But what was I saying? Creating is very fulfilling. Fulfilling. It makes me like I feel joy when I'm able to create and stuff like that and make videos and edit. But there's for sure a lot that I need to learn, and there's a lot that I can do better on. So I feel like that's a positive when you're a creator, when you could look at what you need to improve on. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that made any sense, but anyways, this is the start of a new vlog. It is Tuesday, and I just got this Fashion Nova package in. I have about 4 other things that I bought from Fashion Nova, and then I had to return 2 shoes. Yeah, 2 shoes that didn't fit, which I was bummed about, but they didn't fit, so I had to return them. So I got like a credit, and then I just bought some new stuff, and I'm gonna do a haul on that. So it's gonna be like a total of like 10, no, not even 10. Probably like 7 items, like a little try on thing. It's not gonna be a super long video, but I'm definitely gonna do it. So today I'm going to, well, tonight I'm going to one of my friend's brother is performing, so we're going to his performance, and then I'm gonna go smoke hookah with my cousin after. And well, we're just gonna go by vibes, because you know, sometimes you get really tired for no reason and whatever, but hopefully that is the plan, because I need a little night out. I'm gonna try to make it a habit this summer to go out more often and stop saying no to people, because I just want to be in my bubble. Oh, I need to really get out of the bubble. Honestly, I really want a new apartment. Hopefully by the end of this year, I'll be moved in somewhere else, because you know, that's when the good deals are, at the end of the year, when people don't really want to move, wintertime-ish, whatever. So hopefully I could find a good deal on an apartment. But I feel like I love this apartment, but I feel like I'm growing out of it. I need more space. I need more areas to create different things and everything. It's too like clusters for me now. I'm not gonna move if I can't find nothing. I'm not rushing it, but I do want at least a 1-bedroom instead of a studio. All right, so I'm on my phone. I forgot that I was even vlogging. Hopefully you can see me, because I can't see me. It's the other way around. But yeah, I have my little shirt, you know, little exposure. So what I like about having little boobs is that you could wear stuff like this with no bra. It's just like a black t-shirt and I have like shorts underneath, and then I have these black boots. I wish I would have got a freaking video, but I was too busy making like other videos and TikToks and everything like that. I actually have to fix the shirt. But yeah, so I'm about to go in here and vlog what I can. It's adults, it's called Adults Only in LA, so it's very vulgar stuff on the wall, so I can't vlog that, but I'm gonna try to like do little bits and pieces throughout the night if I can.
To be broke, Bill Wall, can't get it, I know, can't shine, I know, can't get it, I know, all I do is that hammer, that shit, you get about your business, pimpin', get about your business, pimpin', all I'm gonna say something, I can't give you time, but maybe you can get a taste of me, as you give me all the time, take it all the way, talk about you hungry, that you wanna get enough, if that ain't enough, what you gonna do, let it go, in the booth, I like Canelo when he's stepping in the box. Whole life feel like Star Trek, and I was playing spot. See these uncut gems, y'all never staring in the rock.
Hey guys, so it's Friday. I missed so many days. I haven't been vlogging anything because I just been so focused on getting some other videos up and not just vlogs all the time, just to get me out there more, and like I want to do more videos like that as well. But kudos to the creators who can do short form content, long form content, and vlogging. Oh my god, like I feel like I was working a full-time job this week, and I only went to work, I only have work what, Friday and Saturday, and I feel like I've been working all week, which I have, you know, working for myself, but woo, I commend those creators, good job. But I made a schedule, and I just really been trying to stick to the schedule. But I'm gonna show y'all all that later. Like I'm gonna even show you guys how I edit stuff, because I know some people are asking about it. So I was like, since I've been editing all damn weekend, might as well show something of it. But I'm about to go to the gym, and I'm debating whether I even want to film in there, because I kind of just want to get it in and get it out today. So I don't know, I might just get it in and get it out, because I just don't feel like bringing in, like my body is not hurting, but I think today, after today I'm gonna take a break for the weekend, because I'm a little burnt out. Like my body, my brain, everything is a little burnt out. So, and I have work this weekend, and you know how them people be irking my soul. So I just think I feel like I need this weekend to just reset my body, reset my mind, everything. I honestly might just knock out my workout today and then come back later and show you guys how I edit my stuff, and then do like a get ready with me while I get dressed for work, and talk about some things, because some things been on my mind. So I didn't take you guys to the gym. I was so focused in the gym, like I was going crazy. I felt strong. Like I kind of regret not taking y'all, but it was kind of packed, not even gonna lie, because everybody and their moms was doing legs, and that's what I was doing today. So everybody was like in that area, but I could have just placed the tripod right there. But I just sometimes I just don't like being in people's way, and that's what it felt like today if I was to have like my camera and my tripod out. But just know that I put that work in. My legs is I need to really rest my body this whole entire weekend. But anyways, I'm gonna show you guys how I edit, and then I'm gonna show you like how I make my thumbnails on Canva. So I'm gonna try to go as detailed as I can, but if I can't get too detailed, like if I miss some stuff and y'all are still confused, like I could do a whole separate video on it. But I just want to show you guys like the basics if you don't know how to use Final Cut Pro, or if you you know, you just want to learn some things or whatever. But I've been using Final Cut Pro for like 4 years, I believe, 4 or 5 years. I remember somebody from college, he was able to download it for me for free from like a YouTube link or whatever, but I got it on my computer for free and I never took that baby off. And then now I use my cousin, she downloaded Final Cut Pro and I think she's back on YouTube, so I'm gonna link her YouTube link down below if you want to check her out. But she had Final Cut Pro and I was like, can you want to share that? You want to share that? Like, I'll buy it if necessary because now I need this. But if my cousin was like, hey, like, I don't want you using it no more, or if it deleted or I wasn't able to use it or whatever, I would just download it myself and pay for it myself. But it's like, you know, share the wealth. No, my cousin's hella giving, so she was definitely, she shares and it's no problem with her. Like, Final Cut Pro is about $300, I believe, in the store, either $2.99 or $3.99 in the app store. I'm not completely sure what it is now, but whatever, I have it. If you have it and you want to learn, I'm gonna show you. I'm done talking. Let me try to. Okay, so this is a video that I already edited. You can see it's already up, so you know you want to click that Fashion Nova haul if you want to see that. But I've already edited this. I'm trying to see if I could make it, hold on, let me try to fix the color of it or the brightness of it. So this is just gonna come out bright, but it's okay. You'll see the gist of the timeline. Like I said, I already edited this, so this is what my timeline looks like. There's a lot of like cuts out and everything like that. So for this video, I used a mic and I imported the audio from my phone. So if you ever want to import an audio from your phone, first let me start from the beginning because I'm jumping ahead of everything. Okay, so to start a whole new tab, like a whole new project and library and everything, you want to start with a library. So open up a library. Ooh, excuse me. And you want to see where you want it all saved to. So right now I have 2 libraries open, these 2 right here, and I have different things in each library. You can just have one library and just have all of it in there, but sometimes I have different type of dimensions and I want it saved in different type of things. I don't know, it's all based on preference, honestly. But yeah, so you'd want to start a new library. I always put it into my my G drive, which is this hard drive that I have over here. I think it has like a 1T gigabytes or something like that. I don't know, but I have so much stuff on here that I need to get another one because I don't want to delete anything. But I also have my backups and everything saved to my G drive. So you would want to open up a library and then you would save it so it would be up here. And then while you're up here, you want to go back and press new and then open up a project. So this would be the project right here. So you can title your project name. And so this would be where you would put your video in that you would start with. So my video is in HD, so I would just keep it as HD, but they have 4K, 5K, 8K, like it has so many different ones. This 1920 times 1080 is the dimensions, the perfect dimensions for YouTube. And then my frame is 23.98 or 24, but I shoot in this on my camera, which is 24 frames per second. That's what I shoot in on my camera. But if you shoot in like 30 or 60, sometimes on the phone it's either 30 or 60. You have to set it to that because it would just, your clips would just come out better if you set it to the actual thing that you recorded your clip in. But you can do it in different ones, but it would just come out a little different, if that makes sense. I'm trying to sound as smart as I can. But this is all the stuff that I've learned off of YouTube University, so I'm trying to just share the wealth, or share the knowledge. Okay, so so the event is just the day that you did it in, so you just put it in this event, or you can put it in other stuff. It's literally based on your preference of what you want to do. If you ever want to make this into a vertical, like, you know, if you want to edit on this to go to your phone, you would just put in custom right here, and then you would switch up these dimensions. So you would just put 1080 right here, and then you would put 1920 right here. So 1080 and then 1920, and then again set your frame rate, and then it would come out as a vertical, like a vertical video right here. And then you can just record whatever vertical. So sometimes I make my TikToks and my reels on here, depending on if it's the file's too big for my phone or like to put on my iPad. Sometimes I'll just edit it on here. Okay, so now that you would have that all set up, how should I do this? I'm gonna just start a fresh one. New project. Okay. So this would be a regular like YouTube one for me. So I have my stuff saved. So all of my backups and everything are saved to my G drive, and it will, once this whole thing pops up and you have nothing in here, like you have no files or anything like that, pretty much like if it's your first time where you logged out and exited out the whole entire thing and you don't have anything else in here, it will ask you where do you want your stuff saved to. So you can have it either saved on your computer, which takes a lot of space, so I would not recommend that, or you can have this saved to your G drive. So I would just recommend getting a drive to save all your stuff on, because it'll save all your libraries as backups, but when you're finished with that and you don't need the backups anymore, I always delete it. So this is where my G drive is right now. This is all the stuff in my drive. So this would be the cache, I believe that it's called, and the newest one that I have. So this is the one, this is the cache. So this is the backup from my previous stuff that I was working on the other day, and it has 18 gigabytes in there. So that's a lot of space that it takes up. So after I'm completely done with all of those, I'm just gonna delete it, and then it will take that off of the space. But it's just good to have, just in case you do mess up or some things get deleted, you can always recover it from here. That happened to me the other day. A bunch of my stuff got deleted and I was about to freak out. Like, I think you can see it over here. Wait, where is it? This one. These files, it said missing file, and then over here it said a bunch of missing files. And I was like, what happened? I just finished everything. I just finished. All I had to do was put the audio in, and I was about to cry because I did not want to redo this all again. So I just went to my file, and then I went to the cache again, or whatever, or it was like original media. It said Final Cut original media. It's saved into here. And then I just went to the date it was in. I believe it was this. No, or it was this. One of these, yeah. And then I just re-downloaded it, or like saved it, or whatever it was. That's a whole nother video, because I found that out on YouTube like 2 days ago. I was about to freak out. But anyways, so I got it back. It was right here. No, it's not it. This one is not it. This one is this one. Okay. Back to, if you want to do the mic and you want to synchronize your clips from the mic instead of having to like toggle with everything down here, you just go to your, okay, let me go to how to upload files. So you can do it two ways. You can import the media right here, and it will import from your, whatever you have. I don't even have a thing right now, my SIM card in right now, but if you would have your SIM card in, it would just show all of it right here, and then you can import all. I have create optimize media clicked because it saves all your stuff in high quality. It says select to create high quality copies of the media if you're editing, and it will save it in your G drive. And this is what saves me from the last time when all the files went missing. Because I had this saved on my G drive, I was able to go in there and click on it, and all of it came back up. This does take up more space. If you don't want this taking up more space, then that's fine. But I have copied to G drive. So I have all my files, I copy them to G drive just in case. Again, that takes up a bunch of space, but it's just in case like my SIM card just comes out by accident or something like that, that I don't lose all of my stuff. So this is backup plans for stuff, because these things do happen, and then you're gonna be mad when you just put in all that work for no reason. Hours of editing and you done lost it all. So you would just import it right here, or you can go down here, go to your files, go to whatever thing that you have, and then you can just click it and drag it onto the timeline down here. But I'm not gonna do that. And then it will like import everything up here. This right here is the loading screen, so it will all import. If you can see that, hopefully you guys can see. I know there's like a light right here, or it's a window, so it's kind of bouncing off a little bit, but it's okay. It's okay. I think y'all can see. Okay. So that's how you import the stuff. So let's go to. I'm gonna show you how to synchronize the clips now. So if you have a mic like this, like I said, there's a way for you to synchronize your clips to make the audio from your mic match the audio, the video, so the words match up. Because I never knew how to do this before, and I was always like trying to match it up a little bit, like I would put the audio right here, and I would just have my regular stuff right here, my regular audio, and I would try to match up the voices to each other, and that took forever. So I learned how to do it, and all you have to do is find the audio that matches. So let me see, this one would match this one. So if you have a Mac, all you have to do is press Command on the keyboard and then click that again. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. So I would press this right here, press Command. Well, you would click it first, then press Command, and then click that the video that matches. And then while you're holding Command, you just click Control and left click, and then it would be synchronized clips right here. And then you would synchronize them, and it would go right here. You'd press OK. You can title it whatever you want to do with it, and then it would come up as a synchronized clip right here. And then you could use that, and it will match up the audio, and it just sounds so much better, and it's easier to work with. So if you ever want to put in music at the bottom or any type of audio, all you have to do is go to your music, wherever it's under. So mine's under downloads, and then I would just drag it the same way you would drag the clips if you want to put that in. And then you would just match it up to whatever you want it to be, to wherever you want it to be. If you ever want to lower the volume, just click this line right here and you can drag it down and it lowers the volume. Or you can go up to your music icon, go up to the music icon right here, and then you can toggle with the volume right here. You can do voice isolation, you could mess with the loudness and all that stuff. That's very detailed. I'm not that great at it, but all I know is I mess with the volume. Okay, so I'm gonna show you where I get my music. I'm gonna just bounce off real quick. We're gonna go to another topic. So this is where I get my music. I get my music from SoundCloud now. I used to get it from YouTube, but now I just get it from SoundCloud. They have way more better options. But you just have to be careful with certain things, and you have to test it out before you put it on your video. And sometimes I don't, because I'm just like, oh, this is fine, it says no copyright. But like sometimes they put, oh, it's no copyright, but it's actually copyrighted. This person, I've been using his a lot. His is Alex Productions, no copyright music. He has a lot of good background, like lo-fi beats, very calming, or just, you know, just a mellow tone. So it's perfect for background music. And all he says is it's like no copyright or anything, but he just wants it credited in the bio. So you just copy this right here and credit in the bio. I'm just hoping that y'all can see all of this. But anyways, All you have to do is copy the link right here and it'll copy for you, and then you go to, I've been using SoundCloud to MP3. You just Google something on Google, just put like SoundCloud to MP3 on Google and a few of them will come up, and just pick one. I know some of these are bad for they have viruses and stuff like that, but usually Mac is good with not catching viruses. It's been okay for me lately. So this is what it would look like. This is the one that I use, and you would just paste the link right here and then download the MP3. And then while that's loading, it would just say download MP3, and then it will download to your music. So if you ever want to edit a clip, there's 2 buttons that you need to know at all times. It's just easier to toggle with. So A lets you select things, so it's just an arrow. It lets you move things around, stuff like that. And B lets you cut things. So it'll let you cut a clip and split it into 2. You can cut like a little section. So you would cut right here, and then you would click back on A, and then you can delete it right here. Just press delete. And if you ever want it back, do undo, which is Command Z, but I never remember that. For some reason, I can never remember Command Z. But I just know A and B, I'm always just toggling with. So what else can I do? So I mess around with the color a lot. Like a lot. If it's not to my liking, so this is not the color that this was. This is the color that this was. It was a very orangey color. It was coming up very orangey, and I was getting upset of why it came out that way, because sometimes my camera is very difficult sometimes to figure out the lighting on and the colors. It just changes colors sometimes. But I'm able to, like, I've found a really good way to just, well, not really good, but it takes some time, but you just got to know kind of what your color ranges are and stuff like that. If you go right here in this little area right here, that's your presets. So that has a lot of things that you can already have. So sorry, I have K in here. Oh. So this has a lot of color that you can change the colors for. So if you click on it, it changes the colors, or like puts a bunch of effects or whatever that you want to have in there. I already have a bunch of color presets that I made myself. I'll title it based on where it was filmed at, and then if I've ever filmed in that same area and maybe the lighting was similar, I'll use that same preset and tweak it a little bit if necessary. So this one, I thought it was gonna be yellow fix because it was very yellow, and I had like another yellow like this, but this one was more purpley. It was on the purple side. I don't even know if you can tell the color differences right now, but this one was on the purple side. So I had to go in and completely change it and make a whole preset, a new preset. So if I ever want to film in the kitchen again, I'll use this, and hopefully it would be the same thing. If not, I can just make another one or tweak the colors. But let me show you how I do that. It's a lot. See, it's a lot going on with with Final Cut Pro. It's a lot to learn, but once you get the gist of it and you start doing it a lot, it's very easy. So you would go up to this little triangle thing, and it turns colors when you go to it. So this, it naturally goes to this default. So it'll have color, saturation, exposure, and then you can play with the colors. So you can go up and it will turn more green, go down and it will turn more purple for the global one. These I just toggle with. I go up and down to figure out what the color, like, so right now this has more greens in it, so I gotta put the green down a little bit. And then it's very warm right now, so I'm gonna put it more cool. So I'm gonna put the blues up a little bit. See? And then I'm gonna put this blue up a little bit. And then you can move these over here too if you want to make it more red or orangey, and then if you want to bring it down. So I would just bring this down a little bit, put this one This one actually can stay there. And then I would bring the blues up more because it's a little too purpley for me. So that looks decent. And then you can go to your saturation and you can toggle with that, so you can make it more saturated, less saturated, put it at 0, or put your mid-tones. This is just, you just toggling with the tones just to see what color, like just to figure out what the perfect color would be for your eyes. And then what I recently learned is you can go up to here where it says color board, and you can go to either wheels, which has this. I never really mess with this because I feel like I don't know what's going on here. But I go to hue and saturation curves. So this is what I've been using a lot, the hue versus the saturation, just to mess with the colors on my, like my actual color, my skin tone color, because like I said, it was coming up really warm and way too yellow. So I can bring the orange down and then put another click and put the yellows up, or put it down, whatever I want. Put the greens down, put the blue up a little bit, put the pink up a little bit more. Probably put the red up a little bit so my lips are more red and the color doesn't wash out. Let's see. Yeah, so that's a little decent. I mean, I would probably put the orange up a little bit because I look way too pale. But you know, I feel like you can tell. I'm not sure. My camera might be picking it up as more warm, but it just makes the better. It just makes the color better. Like if you need to figure out how to fix the color on a video, you can always do it on here. You don't have to have it perfectly set on your camera, because there's so many times that my camera has made the whole thing blue, or it was completely purple, or like it was super yellow like this one, and I was able to fix it. So this one takes time. You just have to toggle with this, but make sure if you're going to mess with the color, make sure you do it before you start clipping out these clips, because if you don't, you're gonna have to do it to each and every one of them, and it's gonna be a pain unless you save the preset. So you can save it right here if you want this perfectly, and you know you have other clips to import and stuff that are gonna be the same color. You just go to save effects, and then you save it, and you just put the name that you want to save it under, and then you would save. Sometimes I'll just look at the effects that I have right here, and it's like, okay, this one doesn't work, this one might work, this one doesn't work, oh, this one actually might work, let me put this in, or this one might work, let me put this in, and like toggle with it a little bit. So I'll always check my presets first just to see if any of these work. But if I have to completely go from scratch, this is what I would do up here. So I hope that you guys are learning something and I'm not just talking and jabbering. So I did color, I did how do you cut a clip and stuff like that. So if you ever want to, what's another one? So if you ever wanted to put, you know how sometimes they have the video and then they have like a clip that comes up randomly, or like a text that comes up and you don't know how to find that text, or like a subscribe button or something, like a emoji or something that's on the screen that's not part of the video that's been added to the video. You would do it like this. So just like you would put import the audio or import a clip, whatever, you would go to your downloads or your files or wherever it's at and say, I want to import this clip right here. This is a video and it's from my my phone. I would just put it up here. Make sure it's up here because it won't show if it's below. Well, actually, yeah, it won't show if it's below. You see, it won't show, but if it's above, it'll show. So if I want this right here, I would just go to this area right here, this little box, and I would go to transform, and then I would click that and just move it over, or move it to wherever I want to do it. This is how I would move my stuff to wherever I want it. And then if you want to tilt it, go like that. If you want to make it smaller, Go like that. Just mess with it like that. And this is how much, if you ever want to figure out how to like extend a clip and make it longer, well, this video is not going to do it because it can't go longer, but usually if it was like a text or something, you can make it longer. You can just drag it at the end and make it longer. So I'm gonna add a text to show you. The texts are up here, right here. This is where I can select music. Oh, I never knew that you could put the music over here. I just learned something today. If you go right here where this little camera and music is right here, this is where the musics are. There's sound effects in here, but I have no clue how to import the sound effects. It's very different on this one. I have to figure out how to do that, but it's on your computer somewhere. It's just, you have to, there's a bunch of steps. I just seen a video not too long ago and I just haven't done it yet. But if you have the music, you know, where I was saying, like if you downloaded the music from SoundCloud, instead of just dragging it, you can just import it from here. And I didn't know that. I did not know that. I just learned something. But anyways, text. The text is right next to that music thing that I was telling you about, right here. Right here, right here. So you go to text and there's a bunch of text that you can choose from. I always just use the basic title text right here. And then you would just drag that to where you want it to be. And then, like I said, at the end, if you want to extend it, you just extend it all the way to where you want it to be. Or if you want to make it smaller, whatever, on both ends, you can always extend and drag. So, let me go back to this clip real quick. I'm probably all over the place, but let me go back to this clip right here. So, you can always, you make sure this clip is highlighted whenever you want to do stuff to a certain clip, because if it's not highlighted, you're going to start messing with the actual video. You're going to start messing with this. So just make sure this one's highlighted if you want to mess with it, and if you want to see it, just make sure the little toggle thing is on top of it. So you would go to, you can go to crop if you want to crop this and make it smaller, and distort if you want to distort it and make it like a weird shape. Okay, all right, so next we go back to titles. So titles is back over here on the right side, and you would go to the T right here. No, I lied, not the T, the lines. The lines is where you can add the text. So I don't know, I'm gonna put my name, Shyrayel. Boom, that's the text right here. So like I said, make sure that this is highlighted so you can move it around. And you can make it bigger. You can make it bigger by either dragging it this way. Wait, it's still on distort, sorry. Reset. Transform. You can make it bigger, smaller or bigger like this, or you can make it bigger or smaller by having, doing the arrow next to the size right here. Okay, for some reason I feel like that wasn't focused, but if it wasn't, I'm so sorry. You can mess with the font. These are all the fonts. You can import different fonts if you want. You can import different plugins. I haven't done any of that yet because I don't feel it's necessary. I don't use crazy fonts, but all the ones that I would ever need are up here and I'm fine with them. So if you ever want to have an outline on here, you go to outline, you would click it, you put show, and then you can change the color to whatever you want the outline to be. So say I wanted a green color, this would be the outline, and you can do, if you want the width, you want the outline to be bigger, change the width. If you want it to blur, change the blur. If you don't want it to be as opaque, I think that's the word, opaque. Change the opacity. Yeah, you can do glow, you can do a drop shadow. There's a bunch of things right here. That's how you do it. So now I'm gonna show you how I do like a subscribe button, because I use a green screen for a subscribe button. So I would go back to my files. It's in my G drive, my subscribe button. So this is my subscribe button. It's actually my new one. And then right here, back to where you had the color presets and all the presets that I told you, all the effects and stuff that you can put on. Down here, well, I'll go to all first, and then down here I'll type in Keyer, Keyer, and this will come up. And if you put the first Keyer, you have to drag it on to that clip and it will go transparent. Like, it will just come up as a button. So this would be my thing. Don't mind my voice. This is my button. I made this in Canva. That's a whole nother video in itself. It took a little bit for me to make, but that's a whole video in itself. Click on it to make it yellow, and I can make it smaller, and I can move it around wherever I want in my video. So that's how I do my button. And if you ever wanted to add like a sound to it, like a boom or a ding or whatever, you would just put the sound part down here. So import it, like I said, the sound, just line it up with the button and it'll go ding wherever you want it to be, and then you would just cut it, press that B again, and then delete the rest of the clip, and it would just play right here. But that's not, I mean, I'm just playing the audio, but so I think that's it for the editing part. I feel like I went over everything that I know, but I can't really think about it, because when I'm actually doing it, I'm just going. I'm just like, it's just second nature to me now because I'm so used to it. But I feel like I've got to majority of it. If you ever want me to do a complete separate video, I can, and I'll go into real detail. Like, I'll probably just edit a whole video. I couldn't really edit a video because I have my SIM card in there and I need my SIM card. I didn't save all of my stuff. I mean, I could do an old one, but I really don't want to sit here and edit a whole old video that I already did. But I just wanted to go over like the gist of it. But if you ever really wanted detailed of me editing a whole video, I'll do a separate video on that. I want to also show a little bit of how I edit a thumbnail. Again, if you want detailed, I can do like an editing video and edit a thumbnail. I could do that all in one. And then I also wanted to show just a little bit of how I organize my stuff a little bit in my little planner. So let's get to that. Okay, so this is the, I believe, the 10th generation iPad. I believe, I'm not exactly sure. It's like the 10.1 something, I believe. I'm gonna have it linked down. I think I have everything in my storefront already under tech, but I'm gonna make sure, and if anything, I'm just gonna have a link for it. But I don't have an Apple Pencil. I have an Amazon pencil. This was like $30 from the Amazon store, and it works very well. It comes with a bunch of tips. I need to actually replace this tip. I have like a paper-like, so it sounds like I'm writing on paper. It just makes me feel better when I have a protector that feels like I'm writing on, like, it just feels like I'm writing on paper to me. I got all of this from Aaliyah's Face. She recommended getting this and told me about how to like do the planners and stuff. She did a whole like creators video on it, and it was very helpful. So after seeing that, I was like, I need to get my life together and get a damn iPad and get a planner and do all that. So I always edit my stuff on Canva on here because it's easier to do, and especially with the pencil and stuff, it's just easier to maneuver things. But I'm just going to show you my planner real quick. So I have GoodNotes. I downloaded GoodNotes, and the free GoodNotes lets you have about three different notes or pads or planners or whatever you want in there, and then if you want more than that, you have to upgrade it. But I just have this planner, and I think I have like a book, ebook in there. So this is my planner. This is the planner for June. Usually I make it way better than this. Like my January was kind of cute. My February was kind of cute. You can jazz it up as much as you want. I believe my it was my 2022 ones. Those are way better than these ones. But whatever. Anyways. Yeah, my April was trash. Sometimes I miss months, but I feel like when I have my calendar together, I just have my life a little bit better organized. You know, I just feel like I can I know when I'm doing things. So for sure, for videos, I try to map it out for at least for the first week or the first 2 weeks, to map everything out and just try to figure out what I'm gonna do, because I have a lot of free time during the day. So I need to start putting that free time to use and start making more videos. So I'm gonna start putting videos on Sunday and Wednesday. I'm gonna be posting like vlog or like Sunday resets or skincare, self-care nights or something like that on Sundays. And then I'll put like a bunch of other videos, clothing videos, hair videos, whatever, get ready with me's on Wednesday. So I've been doing okay with that. I feel like I could stick with the little what is it called? Can't even talk right now. I feel like I can stick with the little oh my god, what is it called? I don't even know what it's called, but I feel like I can stick with whatever I'm trying to say. This planner I got off of Etsy. It was like $12 and it doesn't have any dates or anything or any years, so you can reuse this as much as you want and you don't have to keep purchasing a new one. I like it like this because it just feels like a notebook, but you can always tilt it and do it on the side or whatever. All right, so this is Canva. This is how I edit most of my thumbnails, so majority of them. So I have a bunch of vlog ones. I have a media kit right here that I used. So this is my most recent one. This was my Fashion Nova one. I thought this came out pretty cute. I really did. I was proud of myself with this one. I start with a blank one. I start with a thumbnail. So if you go to the home, you just go to create a design and then you have a thumbnail right here, YouTube thumbnail. That's the easiest way to put it in if you don't know the actual measurements to it. So I just have this, and then if you want to do like a collage like this, just go into design and then you would type in whatever collage you want. You can even type in a type that you want. So if you want like a vlog style YouTube thumbnail, there's a bunch of those that will come up. The ones with crowns are for pro, and I'm just not getting pro because it's not necessary for me. And they want to do it like every month you gotta pay, and nah, because if I don't have to pay for it, I'm not going to. I have so many different apps that I can use for other things that I don't need to pay for a whole, just to use it in one app, if that makes sense. I don't mind using other apps to, you know, get where I need to get with for free. Yeah, so there's a bunch of vlog style things. I like the vlog style stuff. I've been using this one a lot. I've been using these ones right here, these daily vlog ones. I just like how a lot of these are designed, and you know, it just looks very appealing with how the pictures are, you know, sectioned off, you know. And then if you want to make your own, you just go to, where was it? Elements. You go to Elements, and then you can go down to grids. I want to see all the grids, and you can make your own, like a grid of what style you want. If you want the pictures on the bottom and a big picture on the top or inside or stuff like that. If you just want to be creative and do it like that, you can. So I found this one and I really liked it, so I just went to my camera roll and had images and just got an image on here. So let's say I got this one. I'll just, oh, I turned off my pen. I'll grab this one, I'll add it to the page, and then I'll try to make it match it. So because I like outlined this, I'm gonna delete the outline that I have. I outlined the body, but you just have to double click it, and then you can move it up and make it fit a certain way that you want, and it'll fit like that. But you have to double click it, because if you don't, it'll just move it this way. And then if you double click it, it'll move it to make it bigger or smaller to fit the actual grid. And then you can go to adjust. You can adjust the temperatures or the brightness of it, vibrance, or you know, just mess with the picture if you don't already do that on your phone or whatever. You can put filters on it. I don't really use that, but you can crop as well. If you want, you could do it like that. These are all the free stuff. So the background color you can change. I change the background color a lot. And this I just added, it's not an actual text, I added like a PNG off of Google, and it allowed me to just, like a PNG is like a transparent image, so it allowed me to put this right here. I didn't have to figure out what the actual Fashion Nova text was, but right here I actually did put it in. So I just went to text and I added a text, and then sorry, I added a text, and then I just went down. Canva has really good free text. I know the ones that are pro are even better, but I like the ones that are free. They're cute to me. But you can animate the text if you want it in a video, or you can go to effects. And if you want this more like bold, or if you want it outlined, you can outline it like that. Or hollow, what is that, hollow? This is outline like that. Or you can make it echoey or stuff like that. And you can also curve it and bend it. That's what I did for my skincare one. I did skincare this way, and then I did self-care, and then I put night going up. So that was a whole separate one. So that's how I make my thumbnails. How do I outline this? I went to draw, and then I used the marker, and I just put whatever color I wanted. So say I wanted tan, I'm gonna do tan right now. Ooh, delete that. Do tan right now. Then I would zoom in to where I want it. Ooh, go back. Zoom in to where I want it, and I would just outline where I want and draw it. That's why I like the pen and doing thumbnails with this, because I could get precise to where I want it to be or how I want it to be. And if I don't want that, I'll just erase it. Like that. Okay, what else can I, with this template I was able to move around these pictures. So I was able to move it like this, and or I could have just moved it all. So it wasn't like a template where I can't move anything. That's what I like about this. Canva, all their templates, you can move everything around to customize it how you want to. It's not like once it's there, unless it's a sometimes the grids you can't move it, but sometimes you can make it smaller if you want, or make a grid bigger than the other one or something like that. It took me everything to get out of bed. Is this even straight? I hope this is straight. But yeah, it took me forever to get out of bed. Like, I was chilling in bed watching Black Mirror. The new season of Black Mirror came out, and I have mixed feelings about it. It doesn't feel like the old Black Mirror, if anybody's watched other seasons. This one felt like a horror Black Mirror, which I'm cool with. I love me good horror, but it's very twisted. They're good, they're good, but it's not giving me Black Mirror. That makes sense. Like I said, I'm over nightlife, man. It's so exhausting. But I don't even know what I would do as a day job. I have no clue what would interest me, and I don't even know if I would want to get up and have to clock into a job every day for a set amount of hours. That's why I suck it up and I just do it. But it's definitely weighing on me. I'm about to be 30, okay? Well, I got another year. I have one more year. I have a year and a half until I'm 30. Oh my God. My 20s are literally over. Anyways, speaking of 20s, let's talk about 20s. Let's talk about adulting. I feel like my 20s was a hot mess. And I'm at 28 and I still don't know what's really going on. I'm literally living life day by day and just going with the flow. I have absolutely no plan. I just make sure that my bills are paid. Like, the content creation stuff is cool, but I don't even know if it's gonna pop off like that. But I enjoy doing it. That's why I do it. I know there's a future in it if I stay consistent, like really consistent. But it's just like an unknown territory that I don't know if like I'll be able to reach. And I know words are very strong if you say you don't know if you're gonna reach it, or like it might not happen, but if you like say it into existence and that it's more likely to happen, which I do. Don't get me wrong, I do. Really? Firecrackers already? It's not even close to July yet. We still got what? 3 more weeks? 2 more weeks? Jesus. Like I said, my 20s was a shit show. It was a mess. It was a lot. I moved across country twice. Started a new life about 5 times. 5 different times. Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot. Dealt with a lot of different personalities. Oh my God. Different guys that, you know, you think it might work, you get all excited for, and then it ends up being the same bullshit that you dealt with previously, and you thought you learned from it, but it's another lesson. Like, it's just another lesson added on to that lesson. It's just like, when is it gonna end? Oh my God. I just, you know, we're supposed to be enjoying the journey, which I'm really trying to, but it's rough. It takes a toll on your mental when you have no clue where you're going. Like, I really don't know what direction I'm going. I don't know what path I'm going. All I'm trying to do is just be a good person. Like, I'm a bartender, yes, but I feel like the nightlife is making me more mean, because you gotta just be really stern with people in the nightlife. As bottle girls, as bartenders, whatever, you can't let people like push you over. So that's what you have to do, and I just feel like that's taking a toll on me and taking a toll on my mood. But I can't complain because it's paying my bills, so it is what it is for now. So I really just try to, that's one thing I really try to work on, is to not let my attitude show, like not let people try me, not let people get under my skin. Just try to put on a fake face, a fake smile, and just, okay, you got it. You know, that's very hard for me. That's very hard for me. It was easier as a server, because that's just, you just gotta put on a front like that as a server, and you have like a whole speech. It's literally, as a server, you walk out and you're like, hi, how are you? Yeah, no problem. I'll get that right for you. Da, da, da. Then when you go in the kitchen, you like, da, 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 da. Like, you just start spazzing it. Every server will tell you that's exactly how it is. But when you're in the bartending world, like my friend, she said it best. She was like, I don't know how you're a bartender, because I do not envy your job at all, because she was a server. She was like, I don't know how you guys do it, because when a table pisses me off, I'm just like, okay, yeah, and I go and I end up crying somewhere, or spazzing out in the kitchen, or whatever, like letting it out, going in the back for a second. But as a bartender, you can't do that. You cut somebody out right there, and then you gotta keep going. You gotta keep making drinks. You like, hey, security, get them out, da da da. You wilding on them, and then you gotta come back and make drinks. Like, I'll literally make drinks sometimes shaking. Cause it's like, you take a break, but you're not really making money. So I'm just gonna keep trying to make money, as much money as I can, and not let it get to me. But sometimes you be needing to step away, but it's not as easy as when you're a server. Only servers understand nightlife people. They understand how that is. We're gonna jump off the subject of being a bartender, because that I could go on forever about. It was cool in the beginning, but now I'm just getting really sick and tired of it. And honestly, nightlife is not how it used to be. It used to be like, even in my college days, nightlife was fun as hell. And it probably has something to do with me, because I was younger, in my early 20s, and I was able to, you know, enjoy the nightlife, work and stuff like that. But now it's just different. Like, even when it's slow and I'm just watching people, I'm like, y'all not even having fun. What are you here for? What are you really here for? Let me know, because you're not having fun. You're just standing around bopping. Like, you could do that at home. You can do that at home. You could do that in a restaurant. Like, you could do that at like a little lounge or something. You don't have to come to a whole entire club, and you're just like, oh. It's funny, because I just seen a video about this on TikTok, and they were like, club culture is not how it used to be. It's dead. It's corny. It's not fun anymore. And that is very true. I don't even like going out, because it's not the same. People don't go out to have a good time, to party. People go out to just look cute and show off your fit, which is cool. Look cute and show off your fit, but if you add a whole entire club, I feel like you should enjoy yourself, let loose. But section culture has gotten into it. The video was like section culture got into it. That they don't play good music anymore. They just play trap music all day. There's no twerking music. There's no dancing music, you know, stuff like that. So I understand exactly what they're saying, and plus I see it every weekend, and it's just going downhill. It's just going downhill. But anyways, back to my 20s, back to adulting. I feel like I'm not gonna find a partner anytime soon because I'm just so focused on me and getting myself together and getting my like inner self together, getting my career life together, getting my finances more together. I'm just so focused on me that I feel like it would be very wrong for me to bring somebody in the equation, because I feel like I wouldn't be able to give them the attention that they would deserve, or they would stress me out and I would have to cuss somebody out. And I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want nobody to interrupt my peace. When I tell you I'm at peace right now, I'm at peace. Well, I'm at peace with myself. Like, other stuff stresses me out, but I'm at peace and I don't have to worry about other people and other things and another personality and, you know, another person's problems. And like I said in my other video, I'm very in my selfish era, but I don't know when I'm gonna be out of this era. Oh, because it just feels so good, especially living in my own place. It just feels amazing. Like, I don't think I'm ever gonna want to give this up and be around another person. That person would have to be so special, like take my breath away. I just feel like you would have to meet me on every aspect that I'm looking for, or just, I don't know, like low-key I'm looking for princess treatment too. Just treated like an absolute queen and happy wife, happy life. Like, that's what I'm looking for. And you know, these men nowadays were really sassy. They want to get treated like females nowadays. And you know, there's nothing wrong with the guys wanting to get catered to here and there, or get like your woman buying you stuff, or like taking you out for once and da-da-da. But you also have to make I feel like for me, you have to make me feel, you have to make me feel feminine and soft. So you have to put me in that and just overpower my masculinity, because I have a very masculine vibe and I also have a feminine vibe, but I show off more masculine because you're not about to play with me. Or not, I'm not letting anybody play with me. I'm not letting anybody run over me. You're not gonna tell me what to do, whatever. So I just need a person to just kind of not shut that down, but like overpower my masculinity, but also make me feel like I'm safe, make me feel soft, like I can be soft around you, and that you're gonna protect me, and that you're not gonna let anything happen to me, you know, just that type of vibe. There's, oh man, I love when I see somebody just catering, not even catering to their woman, but just putting their woman on a pedestal, like that this woman is my queen and I'm her king, but the queen rules everything. Like, she rules, she runs everything. She is my everything, you know? What to cry just like thinking about it. So yeah, I feel like I'm gonna be alone for a while. Like, I'm not even looking for anybody or anything to take me out of my selfish solitude. Is it called solid? Is it solitude? I think it's solitude. To just, you know, I'm not looking for no one right now. And honestly, no one even makes right now. When I look at these dudes, or even look at things going around nowadays, like, no one is really making my, you know, vagina pop. No one is making me like damn, yeah, that's the one. Like, I thought so before, but once you I don't know. I don't even know. I just feel like it starts off good, but then once you really get to know somebody, I'm just not compatible with a lot of people. And I think that's the problem. I mean, it's not a problem, but it's just a thing that I'm noticing, is that I'm not compatible with a lot of people. And it takes a very specific individual to deal with me and to like tie me down. Like, not saying I'm out here hoeing around or nothing like that, but I get bored quick and I get like, okay, where is this really going? Like, is this what we're gonna be doing all the time for the rest of our life? Like, no, I'm not doing this. Once I get like that, it's just like over. That's why nothing really lasts that long. Or once I start seeing little things that I don't like, I get icks and I'm just like, okay, I gotta wrap this up. Wrap it up, we gotta go. Because as I get older, like, I'm not wasting my time on stupidity, on stuff that I know is not serious or stuff that I know I don't want. 21-year-old me would have never in my life thought that I would be where I'm at right now. I thought that I was gonna be working in fashion somewhere, or being in LA. Like, yes, I'm in LA, but I thought I would, ooh, I thought something was I thought I would be in LA doing like a bunch of fashion stuff or a bunch of modeling things, and be on my way and creating a bunch of stuff and just, you know, being in the fashion business, being in the modeling business, and living life, man. Yes, I'm living life to not the fullest. I'm living life to as much as I can live in right now. I for sure can do more, but you know, I just gotta get things in order and set my priorities straight. But I definitely didn't. 21-year-old me would be looking at me now like, what happened? Like, where did we go wrong? I mean, no regrets, because there's a path in everybody's life, and this is the path that I feel like I was meant to take, because I learned a lot through my 20s. She would be proud. I'm not even gonna lie. She would be proud of me. She would be proud of me, of the person I am now, and how much I've grown and how much I've learned. But career-wise and stuff, she'd be like, girl, not you still bartending. Not you still in the service industry. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Get a career. Get a career. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I can't look at age. What my problem is, I look at age a little too much. And I'm like, okay, by 30, I want to do this. By 35, I want to do this. By, you know, I look at age way too much. I put an emphasis on age, and I just always look at actors and like Denzel. I think Denzel, was it Denzel? Or Taraji, one of those. They didn't get their start until like their 30s. Like, they were doing stuff, but they didn't really get a good start until their 30s or something like that. I forgot who it was. It might have been Taraji. God has a timing. God's timing. It will happen when it's meant to happen. And I just feel like stuff is just not meant to happen, and a lot of things happen for a reason. All I know is I'm happy that I'm almost 30 and I still ain't got no kids. Thank you. I don't got no kids. All I have to worry about is me, myself, and I'm fine with that. I am fine with that. Oh, and another thing, one thing I really make the mistake about doing is comparing myself to people, and comparing myself to people my age. I have to realize everybody has a different path. Everyone has different ages that they're gonna sprout at, or they're going to flourish at, or whatever. My age doesn't always have to match up with other people. You know what I'm saying? Like there's YouTubers and creators younger than me. There's YouTubers my age that are making millions, that are millionaires right now. And I'm still, you know, striving for 1,000 views on every video, which is fine. But I always compare myself, and I'm like, wait, you can't compare yourself where you don't understand what's going on. You don't know the work that these people really put in. You don't know how much energy and time and what connections they've had, or what deals they've had or were able to get. You don't know their networking, how their networking ability, like their networking ability is probably 10 times better than yours. Like, you just need to step up your game. That's how I think about it now. Instead of comparing myself and just like, oh, why are they where they're at and I'm not, I think about, okay, how did they get there? let me see. I'm clearly not doing something right, or not even doing something right. I'm not putting in the full work, because they put in the full work for years. Like Aaliyah's Face, she's my favorite YouTuber up here. She put in the work for, I've been watching her for years, and every time that girl was consistent. She's never fallen off, and that's why she is where she's at, and I applaud her for that, because that girl, man, if I'm gonna be a YouTuber and I'm gonna look up to a YouTuber, that's the YouTuber I'm gonna look up to. Her and Jackie Aina and Alyssa Ashley, those are the YouTubers I'm gonna look up to, because they put in the work. I don't think about it anymore as, oh, they're this age and they're here. It's like, no, they're this age, yeah, but they put in the work before you did. If you would have put in the work at the same age they did, you might have been where you're at now, or I mean where they're at, or similar, or something like that. Like, you never know. Everybody has a different path. I gotta keep thinking about everybody has a different path, and also a lot of people have worked for what they have, like worked their ass off for what they have. So I can't compare myself. All right, so I just popped on some lip gloss, same butter gloss that I always use, and some earrings and jewelry, and then I'm wearing these leather, well, pleather type pants and just a regular top. I didn't feel like doing the most. I just tucked this in a little bit right here, and yeah, I'm running out of ideas to do with my hair, because I'm just very picky at the way certain things looks on my head. And a lot of hairstyles make me look childish, so I don't even bother doing them. But anyways, that is the end of this vlog. I'm gonna end this vlog because I want to edit it tomorrow. Hopefully you guys learned something in this vlog. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, and also follow me on Instagram and TikTok if you have not already, and subscribe. And that's it, I'm out. I gotta put lotion on these hands because you can hear them dry. Dry. Bye.